And now the end is near.
Hello, and welcome back to Under the Moons, possibly the final video. Yes, that's right, it's time for the, not Christmas, but New Year's end of year update. Yes, that's right, it's the show where we wrap up the year, really, a year in review, if you like. Well, it's not been much of a year when you look at the year as a whole, but if we look at the start of the year, oh my goodness, this channel was ridiculously busy. I don't know how many videos I released. All to do with Outcast, A New Beginning. Yes, the game, after I don't know how many years now, I've lost count, has finally released. The original 2001 game, I guess, has finally come out in 2024. The game finally came out and I really enjoyed it. I think I played it a few more times in my own spare time and I just love the world. If I hear that soundtrack, I'm just sort of longing to walk around or fly around in those fields again. Fantastic game. If you've not played this game, it's on sale now. Get it. It's so worth it. It'll be worth your time, honestly. So yeah, beginning of the year was very busy with Outcast content. And then that was it. I did my review in April and yeah, that was it. I don't really know why. It wasn't my intention. But in the recesses of my brain, little sort of, I don't know, processes that go and appear as your subconscious, kind of ticked a box that said complete when it came to my channel. So Under the Moon started as a way of me just doing a playthrough of the original Outcast, because there wasn't really any on YouTube at that time. And yeah, the name of the channel, Under the Moons. The planet you're on in Outcast has 2 moons, Under the Moons. I kind of like that little symmetry. It's kind of an interesting name. And that's what the channel was just let's play Outcast. I then did a video about the history of Outcast, then a video about its planned sequel, and then not soon after, it feels like, the developers were like, hey, we really liked your videos. We're actually working on a remake of the original Outcast. Do you want some content and put it into a video and you can make some videos about it? Yes, obviously. I'll happily do that. So those videos came out. That game released. I did a playthrough and then silence for a little bit on Outcast. And then Outcast A New Beginning, Outcast 2, Outcast A New Beginning. Bop, 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 bop. We're here. So the channel has always revolved around Outcast. Yes, there's been loads of videos in between. And I feel like there's a combination between those videos I was doing and Outcast. So with Outcast 2 finally releasing and being a checkbox of completion, and these other little videos. Now, these other little videos I did were always just things I was interested in, things I wanted to talk about. There wasn't a video about it, so I wanted to do a video about it. And I always thought that I'm making these videos just for myself. It's a fun little selfish project. That's all it is. I'm really enjoying doing them. But little by little, when I released them, I started to do this grading in my head of like, I really hope this hits over 1,000. And it started, this pattern sort of started to get to me when I would spend hours and hours and hours and hours on something and it wouldn't connect with really anybody. And of course it wouldn't. You're talking about a TV show that only had a couple of seasons in the UK on one of dozens of channels that had children's content back then. And yeah, so it's like your nostalgia ain't going to power your results. And I've just not been able to sort of get over that annoyance. I'm very aware of what like stupid things my brain goes through, but it still doesn't mean that I don't get those chemical feelings when things don't go the way I want them to go. So not getting very high viewing numbers on a lot of videos that I spend a lot of time and passion in did sort of go, well, start the little feeling of what's the point? And that kind of has grown and grown so much so that there's a few things now I'm like, is it going to be worth spending hours on this thing? Like, who am I making this video for? Blah, 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 all that stuff. And yeah, if I did commit and did a video every week or something, I'm sure I would see growth and numbers and blah, blah, blah. But that's not what I want to do. I just kind of want to make what I want to make. And that doesn't get the results that, as a YouTuber, you want. So that's started to grain on me. Outcast content, for now, seems to have like stopped with Outcast A New Beginning. That's the completion. The sequel we never got. We got it. So my brain has kind of gone, I think I'm done with the channel. And that's kind of how it's been for the majority of this year. I've been perfectly fine and happy not putting content up. I've not had this nagging feeling of I'm letting people down. None of that. So yeah, it's a bit of a depressing video this to end the year. But that's the reality of it, really. I've been doing this for 10 years, so it's kind of almost a nice place to stop. So I think what I'm going to do is treat my channel as is. It's kind of done. And if videos do come out, because this is the annoying part about me, I've written a bunch of scripts for videos. There's one about the assassination of the Iron Giant character, like how he's remembered these days, based on the film. A video about how people in the 18 and 1900s sort of visualized the year 2000 and how funny that is. I kind of want to I love that. A video all about Transporter 2 and how it's actually kind of a parody of American action. Oh my God, I've been sitting on that one for years. Never found the right words to sort of get my point across, and it kind of just faded. There's loads of these things out there. There's even ideas that I'm never going to be able to get around to. I'd love to do a follow-up to Lego games from the, early years. And that first video did great. Like, you can see I'm not really motivated by anything anymore. So, yeah, it's a funny one. So if videos do come out, maybe treat them like an epilogue, DLC if you like. I don't know. I've been waffling for a little bit now, and I think I'm going to wrap it up. Well, at the end of the day, thank you all for watching. Thank you for subscribing after all these years. I know there's a lot of you who have been here for 10 years, but that doesn't matter. If you've been here for 1 year, thank you very much. If you've been here for 1 month, if you've been here for... Well, yeah, if you've been here beyond... what was the last video? April? Yeah. Apologies. You subscribed, and then I'm like, I'm not making any content. Bye. Yeah, that's life. But just know I'm happy. I'm happy and content. There's other little avenues of creativity I'm exploring in my own life, and I'm happy. So thank you so much for watching and your lovely support in comments and all that jazz. And who knows, maybe I'll see you next time under the moons. See you later.